You're watching Talk Minute, and I'm your host CJ. Welcome back to the Albums Ranked, and today's Albums Ranked will be of Dope, a band that I've previously ranked on this channel, one that goes back to almost the very beginning of the channel and never revisited their discography at all, even though they have a brand new album out. They have an album out that came out last year, and yeah, that album is actually included on this list, so yeah, further ado, let's get into it. I'm not going to waste your time. Number 7, they have 7 studio albums now, which will be number 7 will be Felons and Revolutionaries from 1999. This was dope, still trying to find their sound. It's gritty, has more of an industrial element with new metal here and there. This album always has been my least favorite album, even at the start of my journey with this band. This was like my least favorite. It always has been. Um, but don't get me wrong, it is not bad, especially with songs like Pig Society, Debonair, Fuck the Police, which is an NWA cover. And the best song in the album, Everything Sucks. Everything does not suck on this album, actually. Frankly, a lot of the songs on here are pretty good. Still, however, going to be a 7 out of 10. The guitar tone is... I'm not really a fan of that guitar tone on this album. But, yeah, for their debut, this is a very good debut album. I definitely like this album, the Felons and Revolutionaries, its debut. Number 6, we got through that one pretty quick. Number 6 is going to be American Apathy from 2005. I know it might be a little bit controversial to put this one low, but yeah, a huge step down from Group Therapy, completely deviating from the sound built on that album. The first 8 songs are bangers, but the back half just completely loses momentum. Example songs like I Wish I Was the President, The Life, People Are People, just really fell off near the end of the album, but still a really good album. Edsel Dope really delivers some of the most intense vocals heard on a Dope album, but I cannot ignore the back half of the album. Standouts, I'm Back, Survive, Always, Bastard, and my favorite, Revolution. That opening part in Revolution just really drives home what that song is. It's just a rageful, basically a rageful riot anthem of a song. Move the list up. Number 5. This one's this list is going to be kind of quick, but number 5 is Life from 2001. A big improvement on the sophomore album. Life brings and starts Dope's well-known sound that fans expect. The sound wasn't mastered on Life, though, with some of the elements heard on Felons and Revolutionaries bleeding into it. Life is the transitional album that still packs a punch. Life also delivers softer sounding moments that would be featured on other albums down the road. Standouts are What About, Move It, my favorite Die Motherfucker Die, Take Your Best Shot, and Now or Never. This album really was one of my favorites. Like when I was in high school, this was like the album in high school. Honestly, it was Take Your Best Shot, Now or Never, Nothing Why. Like those songs just really packed a punch back then to me. Number 4, we're on number 4 already, which is going to be Blood Money Part 0, 2023. Their most recent run, Dope's most recent album, and a wonderful follow-up to Blood Money Part 1. I remember listening to this one the first day it came out, thinking Dope has done it again. Part 0 packs a punch with aggressive lyrics and even provocative lyrics that holds nothing back, just absolutely gives no fucks, honestly. The guitar tone is aggressive as always. The melody, some of the songs still keep the intensity. Mind-blowing, honestly, mind-blowing how Dope can just have such melodic stuff, but still just have this just intense barrage. And honestly, one of my favorite new metal bands of all time, honestly. New metal, I always recommend Dope. When someone's like, oh, I want to get into new metal, I'm like, check out Dope. They have a lot of industrial stuff. on the early part, but like stuff like to come is, yeah. Standouts on this album: Blood Money Part Zero, Believe, Best of Me, Dead World, Love Song, which is a cover of The Cure. That song, The Cure, one of the best Cure songs of all time. And my favorite, Dive. Dive is just, that song is just fucking epic, honestly. Number 3, hopefully I don't get taken down for the cover art, but Blood Money Part 1, the album just before it. We did have to wait a very long time between No Regrets and Blood Money Part 1. We really had to wait, and then we had to wait again for Blood Money Part 0. This was Dope's newest album when I first discovered them in high school. This was like the album I discovered them. I think it was Blood Money, the song itself, that got me into this band, which may cause bias, in my opinions, but I don't care. The incorporation of electronic elements mixed with the dope sounding guitars, bass, vocals, and drums makes for a unique album. It stands out in their catalog, stands out in general. I don't even want to put this album in a genre. I wouldn't put this album in a genre. Same with Blood Money Part 0. I wouldn't put that one in a genre either. It's just outside of any genre you could put them in. They can't box this one into a genre at all. It's just so unique. Song selection is packed with bangers like my favorite, Blood Money. Like I said, that was the song that got me into Dope. Hold On, 1999, Drug Music, and A New Low. Other songs to mention are Selfish, Hypocrite, End of the World, Razorblade Butterfly, Should Have Known Better. A lot of great stuff on that album too. I didn't say the ratings for some of these, but oh well. Number 2 is going to be No Regrets from 2009. You already know what number 1 is. I'm going to spoil it just coming up right here. It's not really a spoiler. You already know. It hasn't shown up yet, so just barely coming up short to Group Therapy. There it is. No Regrets is a bold statement album with how cohesive it is. The songs packed every fucking punch, honestly. Every song packs a punch. The instruments are correctly loud and bold, with the guitar tone in particular as it punches through the mix and the vocals just fire off after, like, right in it. And it's like, when I first heard this album back in high school, it blew me the fuck away, and I listened to this album to fucking death. Because, yeah, it was about the fucking most intense thing that I heard at the time. No Regrets is their most put together effort, their most melodic effort, and their most technical effort, but still a preference. Group Therapy got to come in at number 1. I love that album so much. Best songs: Addiction with Zakk Wylde, No Regrets, Dirty World, my favorite, Violence, and best for me, absolutely perfection. This album is. I would consider this one of the perfect albums from Dope. They have 2 like ones I would prop up on that pedestal for being perfect, and number 1, or the other one that I'd prop up on that pedestal, is going to be Group Therapy from 2003. The album that came right out of Afterlife, and it was sandwiched in the middle between American Apathy. Giving all the Dope albums a re-listen, I have to place this one at the top spot. The whole album is perfect and has everything from soft ballads to rageful songs that sounds like the writer was extremely mad when writing them. It sounds like someone was just absolutely pissed off when writing this album, half of it. Group Therapy is Dope's heaviest, most intense album, and it's where they perfected their sound, being a huge jump from Life and not topped with the albums after. Group Therapy is Dope's best album, with songs like Falling Away, Bitch, Sing, Now Is the Time, Paranoia, Bring It On, Another Day Goes by Burn, and my favorite, Solo. That last song on this album, Solo, just drives it fucking home. Absolutely perfection album. my favorite Dope album of all time. Leave a comment what's your favorite album and the list of what your favorites are. I know it'll be different, but that's the fun of it. But yeah, Dope. Group Therapy, the best album they ever did. Recap. Number 7, Felons and Revolutionaries, 7 out of 10. American Apathy, 8 out of 10 at number 6. Number 5, Life, 9 out of 10. Number 4, Blood Money Part 0, perfect, 10 out of 10, or 10 out of 10. 3, Blood Money Part 1, 10 out of 10. 2, No Regrets, and number 1, Group Therapy. Hope everyone liked it. I had a lot of fun re-ranking Dope, one of my favorite bands. So, till next time, peace.